Greetings, Rastafari. Bongo Wisely Tafari, chairman of the Caribbean Rastafari organization, and I'm from St. Lucia. Concerning the whole idea of the decriminalization of cannabis, the Rastafari community welcomes the idea by the heads of government to look into the possibilities of decriminalizing or legalizing cannabis. As you know, Rastafari, cannabis forms part of our sacramental use. The Caribbean presently is gradually accepting Rastafari as a faith-based organization, and from that perspective, in terms of our sacramental use, it has to be accepted because it is our rights to practice our religion. It is part of our religious practice. Also, there is the economic side of the cannabis, which is very important for our Caribbean countries presently. Right now, our economies are in shambles. When you look at Colorado, who has recently legalized cannabis, Colorado is presently talking about making billions of dollars from tax from cannabis, which would help boost their economy. The economy of Colorado was in shambles over the past few years, and presently the economy, we see it stabilizing. So we see similar events could happen in the Caribbean. Also, the Caribbean is famous for having, in terms of our environment, we can grow cannabis year-round. Cannabis also has the industrial side of it, the hemp production, where you could go into the manufacturing of cloth, paper, textile, pharmaceuticals, oil, etc. All of these are very important. Also, the cannabis plant. Presently, the Caribbean is suffering from global warming, climate change, cannabis, and one of the effects of global warming is the high percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The cannabis plant is known to be able to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere at 3 times the rate of normal plants. So if cannabis is cultivated throughout the Caribbean, it would have a significant dent in the whole global warming aspect within the Caribbean today. In terms of cleaning the atmosphere, the cannabis plant fits perfectly for such an operation. So putting all those factors together, definitely we see the need for the Caribbean leaders to look into the direction of decriminalizing, or as we would say, legalizing the cannabis plant. Because the cannabis plant, when you look at the reason why it was criminalized, it was never used there was never no medicinal or scientific reasons. It was based on pure propaganda from the Americans. We know of the Reefer Madness movie, which was created and circulated around America in the 1930s. And that was used as the deciding factor to decriminalize cannabis. So today, we see our leaders are now trying to look for health and scientific reasons as to why to decriminalize the plant when it was never criminalized on scientific results. So it's a confusing factor as far as we see it as Rastafari.